Welcome back to everybody on the Wrestling and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. And yeah, it's obviously a weird time slot with things happening in Philadelphia. I think coming on the air at 11:49 in America kind of feels like what it's like to be watching the UK, I guess. But yeah, crazy timings. But let's get straight into it. We start things off with FTR versus Top Flight. FTR getting the victory to progress to the tournament final. Cash Wheeler's arm was worked over early with Dante landing on it and flying on it and getting a stomp. Wyatt then runs it back though, but eats a drop kick to face his trouble, and FTR sent outside. Dax lures Dante into a chase, walking around the ring where Wheeler is, waiting for a lariat for him to go to a break. Darius is on fire, chopping both members of FTR. He connects Cash on the Pele kick. Dante dives onto Cash on the outside while Darius hits a flatliner on Dax for a near fall. Dante finally makes a mistake and a high risk attempt as Dax gets his knees up on the landing. Cash with a brainbuster and Dante turns in midair and FTR catches him with a shatter machine to get the win. A really fun match. I think FTR winning is the right result. Obviously going to set out that Young Bucks thing, but really fun match. Show 7 out of 10. Before we got a hype out package for the Elite and Okada before Pac took on a jobber, basically got the jump on him right away and was suplexing him, running uppercut from the corner, leading to a tease of the Black Arrow. Pac thinks better of it and looks in the Brutalizer for the win, and then hit a promo. He's done waiting for opportunities that he deserves, now taking matters into his own hand, and he's going to remind everyone why he's the best wrestler in the world and calls out Okada, waiting for a response. And yeah, that's going to be a brilliant match. I can't wait for that when we eventually get it down the line. Don't tease me with a good time. Bryan Danielson's then interviewed by Renee Paquette. He talks about constantly evolving as a wrestler and testing himself to see if he's the best version of himself, and that's why he's excited about facing Ospreay. So are we. Hook and Chris Jericho then defeated Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. Jericho hits a springboard clothesline on Taylor in the early games, but knocks him to the apron, but Moriarty catches Chris with a boot going into a break. Jericho then hits the Lion Salt on Moriarty after the break and makes the hot tag. He then nails a Northern Light suplex for a 2 count. Hook sends Taylor out of the ring and tags Jericho back in before jiving into Taylor with a double handle axe. Moriarty catches Jericho in his submission in the middle of the ring, but Trish counters it and turns into all of Jericho's. Hook dumps Taylor on his head with a win and Moriarty taps out. Yeah, gets 6 out of 10. Fairly bog standard match. I think we all knew how this was going, and yeah, that's how it transpired. Ogogo then appeared out of nowhere though and ambushes Jericho and Hook. Hook tries to save Chris, but Moriarty and Taylor get back in there and join the beatdown of babyfaces. Jericho is held up by Ogogo's hit him. Ogogo, Taylor and Moriarty hold up the banner for Jay Taylor Promotions. Ogogo is finally back in the faction, and yeah, definitely didn't see that coming, but yeah, definitely not against it either. Yeah, really excited to see him back in the faction and see what he can do. Yeah, this was great stuff. Dustin Rhodes then cut a promo about being underappreciated. He talks about seeing his dad bring home the championship and said that Dustin challenges Samoa Joe for the world title next week and vows to finally become a champion, obviously pointing up with the stuff that's going on in the other company at the moment. And Ospreay is confident about wrestling Danielson and said he's at a level that Danielson never reached in his career, and he'll prove it next week. I can't wait. And before House of Black defeated Keith, Sydal and Daniels, Malachi staggered after a Saito suplex from Daniels after the break. Sydal tags in and runs circles around Matthews. Buddy catches him with a knee lift to the jaw, and Sydal is taken out by Dante's Inferno, tagging out to Keith, who wipes him out with a lariat. House of Black then get Keith in the corner and hit him with a triple attack coming from all sides. Now Danielson's fighting all through the heels by himself, and they make quick work of him. Keith with a desperation roll up on Buddy for a near fall, but it's last scarf. Buddy hits his finisher on Keith for the win, and after that Adam Copeland's music hit and he attacks the house from behind. The numbers game overwhelm them, which brings out Briscoe and FTR out. The Young Bucks join the fray, but FTR cut them out. Copeland squeezes Brody in the ramp, and Briscoe and Cope work together to take out Buddy Matthews. Malachi is staring 4 baby faces in the ring and decides to bail. Nicholas Jackson gets his brother Matthew out as well, and the heels escape. So yeah, good little promo here with all the chaos involved. I thought the match was all setting up for the finish, and yeah, the finish was really effective, showing kind of combining all different angles and stuff like that. Worked really nicely for me. So yeah, good stuff. Rocky Romero then wants an undisputed eliminator match against Roderick Strong, which I'd definitely be happy about. Before Lion Hook is interviewed about Anti-Gogo's surprise attack, and the 3 of them and only 2 of Lion Hook, but that brings out Shibata. So yeah, definitely going to be looking forward to that match. Yeah, so glad to see a Gogo back. I'm really excited to see what you can do back in AEW. Before Sakazaki defeated Trish Adora for the first time in 14 months, blasting Adora with a dropkick and then the top rope. She can't get Trish out from a suplex. Trish reverses it and hits a suplex of his own. They exchange forearms in the middle of the ring. Yuka somehow catches Trish in an awkward slam. Trish comes out with a double-hander hook suplex. The Magic Girl picks Trish up and spins her around before dropping her down to the mat. Yuka hits a splash for the centre of the top rope win to get the pinfall win. And Jet gets 6 out of 10 from me. I think good win for Yuka here. Definitely building her momentum up. I'm really excited to see what she can do in AEW now that she's back. But yeah, it's just a shame for Trish that she's always losing. Serena Deeb then came out after the match is over and offers a sarcastic line for Yuka from the ramp. There's a backstage promo from Daddy Magic and Garcia, given all the great wrestlers in AEW like Ospreay and Takashi, motivates Garcia to hold himself for a higher standard. Good for him. Claudio Castagnoli then beat the Butcher, turning the tide with his giant swing late in the fight, and all it takes is a neutralizer pile driver for the pinfall win. Yeah, wasn't much more to it, just a simple win for Castagnoli. He did the job, I suppose. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Julia Hart then cut a promo on both Willow and Mercedes. She was the face of Forever of TBS and they won't be able to take her championship away, she says. So Joe then declined Dustin Rhodes' challenge for the World Championship match on Dynamite, but he'll still fight, and if Dustin wins, he'll make him non-contender. It's a world title eliminator match. Fair enough, I guess. Before it's time for Penta versus Commander. Penta's right knee's worked over, but grabs the right late in the match special submission hold. Commander hits the Spanish Fly for a near fall, and Penta comes back with Destroyer on the ring apron. Both men laid out on the floor below after a back body drop. They get back in the ring to avoid a double count out. Commander hits a spectacular moonsault to the outside. Commander walks straight for a crazy flip, but he lands right into the code breaker. Penta puts him away with a fear factor for the 3, and Adam Copeland comes out after and stare down Penta ahead of their match. And yeah, for me this worked really nicely. I thought it was a really fun match, chaotic, fast as you'd expect from those two. And yeah, Copeland versus Penta is definitely a bit of a mouth-watering prospect. So yeah, like I say, really looking forward for that. 7 out of 10. And overall, AEW Collision gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it's a fairly low-key Collision, understandable given what's happening with the Fed this weekend, but yeah, I think did what it could given its tough time start and all of that. Brilliant main event, fun tag team match starts off. So yeah, on the whole, a pretty solid show. 6 out of 10. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.